Dyer's Daily. Through the various projects that I am involved in, most of which are spearheaded by myself, I get to listen to a lot of music, mostly old, but also some new with perhaps a vintage connection or a retro connection. And one of those that I discovered fairly recently was from a guy called Lee O'Brien. And I do a podcast called The Quocast, which is a Status Quo fan podcast. It's available on all podcasting platforms. And Lee O'Brien recently had an album produced by Francis Rossi, the lead singer and guitarist of the aforementioned legendary rock band. And there's one track on it which really, oh my goodness, it's such a good song. And it really puts me in mind of when I really got into Britpop, not in the mid-90s, I was like 5 years old, but in the early 2010s when I discovered really the music of bands like Blur. Yeah, I knew they were there, but suddenly Blur, Kula Shaker, etc. were at the forefront of my musical journey at that point. I was in my sort of late teens, early 20s. And this song is called I Don't Need Anyone. And I must get the intonation right. I did a video review of the album, which is out there. The album's called This Is Me. And I got the intonation wrong. I said, I don't need anyone. So it's called I Don't Need Anyone. And it just reminds me of all that Britpop. And I have to say, at the moment where things have not been really easy at times, that song has been something of a soundtrack. And I feel like if you are preparing like a Britpop flavored playlist right now, stick that in the middle. You probably wouldn't notice the difference. Everything is on point. And to be honest, the rest of the album is the same. The production is top notch. The playing from Lee, Francis, and Andy Brook as well is exceptional. And that song in particular, I love that sort of Blur type chorus and the very, I don't know whether it's intentional, but the Kula Shaker type bits in the middle as well. And I do recommend to go and check it out. It's called I Don't Need Anyone from the album This Is Me by Lee O'Brien.
Dyer's Daily.